Hello friends, I'm going to show you today how to make a little ornament slash tag slash mini junk journal, and I'm going to use these for my Advent devotions this year. So if you'd like to follow along, that would be great. I'm going to do a little series of videos. Each one will be fairly short, showing you how to do each step of the process. I'm hoping to have all of the videos done and put up before December 1st so that if you want to follow along, we can have everything ready for December 1st. I'm using a devotion by A.W. Tozer called From Heaven, but you can certainly use whichever devotion that you would like. I'll show you the book next time. I don't have it handy here. And yeah, so I think it's going to be fun. So these little tags are, I've got numbers on the back. So this is number 1 and number 2. So these are the first two for my devotions. So what I'm going to do is study my devotion for the day, and then inside there's a couple pieces of coffee dyed paper. In the back there's a little pocket that you can put a little bit of ephemera or tag. You can maybe add some of the insights that you got from that devotion in there, and then it folds up, and we're going to put them in a little journal, which I will show you in another video. So I'm just going to show you how to make this. So I'll put these out of the way, and these are the things that you need. So we have a ornament tag that I cut out. I designed it digitally using Bible Journal Love's Victorian Christmas digital kit, which has beautiful, beautiful images. I love the colors, I love the images, and I made this this tag digitally, and then I cut it out with my Cricut. But if you don't have a Cricut, you can easily do this. These circles are about 3.5 inches. So if you have something that's about 3.5 inches, just trace around it twice, overlap them a little bit so that when you have it folded, you have a flat spot here. And then you can just use that as a template and just put that, you can put it on your own cardstock. You can print images from the kit and just trace around them and cut them out. It will be really easy. And this is a pocket, and the pocket is just basically about 1/3 of the bottom of that cut off. I took the number off before I printed those to put the pocket inside, but you can do that however you like. And this is some coffee dyed paper. This is just slightly smaller than the cardstock on the cover, but I did that with my Cricut as well, but you could certainly do those by hand as well. Probably actually is easier by hand for those things. They're a little finicky. And then I need a little tab. And what I did is I just printed out some paper from the Victorian Christmas Kit, and I used my whale tail punch to just punch out a tab for the top. So that's how I do that. And then I just have some ribbon here that I just had some old ribbon around, some pink satin ribbon. I really like the, I guess, shabby chic you would call it, the shabby coffee dyed paper with the pink, pretty pink. I just love those two together, so that's what I decided to do. And I usually always ink everything, so I have my ink here, which is Distress Ink Vintage Photo, which I pretty much use for everything. So let's get started. So we'll take this this cover, I guess, and the first thing I do is just ink quickly around. You don't have to do it quick, but I'll try to do it quick. Ink around the edges, just not, you know, a lot, but just enough to take that white edge off. And then I like to do it on the inside as well. And I don't usually like to use straight white paper, so what I do is I just smear a little bit of this in there as well. Doesn't have to be perfect. It kind of resembles coffee dyed paper then. And that's it. And then I just fold it in half. I just kind of line up using my fingers, kind of line it up all like I want it, and crease it. And you can see now there's the flat edge on there. So then the next thing I would do is take my pocket, and I would ink around that as well. And then we just put some glue on the rounded edge, just a nice thin bead of glue. Maybe. There we go. Okay, and then you can see where that line is in the middle, and just kind of try to make it parallel with the top line here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then just press that for a minute and let it adhere. Okay, and then we take our coffee dyed paper, and again the same thing, we line it up here and crease it in the middle there like that. And then what I like to do is use my phone book, and I just line this up in the middle, just kind of centered in the middle, line up the creases. That's where putting it in this creasy thing really helps. And then I take my needle with my ribbon and I just poke a hole about 1/4, 3/8 of an inch from the edge on each side, like that. And then I go from the outside and I poke through the hole. Because I'm using ribbon, it's a little bit, you have to be kind of gentle and firm yet at the same time to try to get that ribbon through there. It comes out pretty good, but I'm using a really big needle. But you can use twine, you can use string, you could use, you know, thinner ribbon, whatever you have and matches that you like. So you just pull it out there on both sides, center it, and do an overhand knot at the top. Just like that. And then you take your tab, and again I would ink around that a little bit. And then what I do with the tab is I take my scoring board, and you can use any shape of tab, you don't have to use this shape, but what you want to do is score right in the middle, obviously, so you can fold it there. And then I score where I'm going to bend my covers open. So like you can see here, when I bend my cover, I want it to bend right at that point. So I score there. So if your tab is a different shape, you can just maybe halfway in between the top and the bottom, however your tab is shaped, you want another score mark. So I just like to score all those first. It just folds a little nicer. So I just have my 3 score lines there. Fold it over in the middle, get my ornament back here, and then I just sandwich the ornament in the middle, and I have the ribbon coming out the 2 sides, and I fold this back, and then I just glue on these tabs, just the part that attaches to the ornament. So I just kind of line it up in the center there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that's one side, turn it over. And again, glue this side. And adhere that. Just hold it for a second. And there's your ornament. And inside you've got your paper and your little pocket. And I can put my little tag in there, and I think they're just really cute. So if you want to join me on this, make your tags, and I'll come back and show you the next step. I'll just show you a little bit. I've been working on this pocket page. I was dreaming about this last night actually, and then got up this morning and tried to fiddle with paper until it worked. So what this is it's going to go into journal. So this is going to be sewn in like a signature. And this is all images and papers from the Victorian Christmas Kit. And I interspersed coffee paper in the middle, coffee dyed paper that I just dyed myself. And each of these pages has 2 pockets. So there's a pocket here, and there's a pocket here. So there's 2 tags there. This side will have 2 tags, 2 tags, 2 tags. So each one of these sections will have 8 ornaments in it. So I'm going to make 4 of these, which will give me a total of 32 pockets, and I have 28 days in my Advent, so that's going to work perfectly for me. And next time I'll show you how to make these pocket pages. So hopefully you tune in for that, and hopefully you'll join me and make your tags, and we'll have something ready for our Advent this year. Thanks.